Hey guys, it's number one Genin back with another Naruto video. So you guys always see versus battles with mainly Uchihas and Kages, and I wanted to break that trend. This battle is extremely interesting because both characters are really strong and you wouldn't even think of these two battling it out. In order to find out who wins, we have to see what both shinobis can do, who they've lost to, and who they've beat to scale these guys accurately. Let's start off with Kisame. Kisame held back a team consisting of Guy, Neji, Lee, and Tenten with only a 30% clone of his. Not only that, with that same clone, he trapped the entire team in a water prison jutsu and forced Guy to open up the 6 inner gates. One of his best accomplishments is that he managed to completely manhandle Killer B, the same Killer B who no-diffed Sasuke and Take, and did just as good as KCM Naruto against Itachi and Pain. He's also able to absorb extremely strong attacks with his water shark bomb jutsu. Once he transforms into his second state by fusing with Samahara, his power is so immense that he's referred to as the tailless tailed beast. Kisame is also able to regenerate using Samahara. Now let's get into Jiraiya's feats and see how they stack up against Kisame's. Jiraiya can use oil and fire jutsus as well as the art of the Raging Lion's Mane, which is a jutsu that he can use to manipulate his hair as a weapon. Jiraiya can also use various versions of the Rasengan. His best version of it would be the massive Rasengan. He's also able to summon Gamabunta as well as 2 other toad summonings. Jiraiya is considered to be relative to Orochimaru pre-getting his arm sealed. The same Orochimaru who defeated the 3rd Hokage and Kabuto stated to be the strongest of the current 5 Kage at that time. Another really cool jutsu Jiraiya has is that he's able to suck you inside a toad and trap his opponents. In base, it's shown that Jiraiya's limit is a 4-tail cloak Naruto who almost kills him. Jiraiya can also transform into Sage mode, which makes him a different animal by amping everything about him. However, he is an imperfect Sage. But being in Sage mode, Jiraiya is able to fight with enhanced speed and power, and he does not need to land directly on an opponent. He can land hits on his target without actually coming into contact. Not even the Rinnegan can see his movements. He also has Ma and Pa who have underrated genjutsu skills that even trap Pain in one. Now let's talk about base versus base, then both of their second transformations. Base Kisame wins mid to high difficulty. A 30% clone, a freaking clone, held off Team Guy with ease and made Guy use the 6 inner gates. Kisame also flooded their entire environmental space where they were fighting in. Kisame was also doing very well against Base B, who's relative to KCM Naruto. Jiraiya will use a bunch of jutsus in his arsenal, but I feel like Kisame would counterattack or just plain out absorb the technique using his Shark Bomb jutsu. I see Jiraiya using slick tactics, but the power and speed difference is just way too much for Jiraiya in base form. Also, we can't forget that Kisame will constantly be finding ways to drain Jiraiya's chakra, either with Samahara or with his Shark Bomb jutsu. This round goes to Kisame. Now it's time for Sage Mode Jiraiya versus Fused Kisame. So in this battle, Kisame's absorbing technique is a non-factor because Jiraiya can just intentionally fill up Kisame with Senjutsu and Kisame will eventually turn into a frog. If Kisame somehow catches on about this, then he'll have to fight Sage Mode Jiraiya as is. And although I think it would be a close match and one I would have loved to see on the show, I would say Jiraiya takes his high difficulty. He just has way too many hacks, like being able to hit you without hitting you. Every single thing about him is amped, and he also has to deal with Ma and Pa on top of that. Thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll keep grinding out videos for you guys. See ya!